Good everyone, in this video today we have a event vehicles episode on the BT-7A F-32. This was added in all the way back in 2019 with the Operation Heat event. And funny enough, in my recommendations last night on YouTube, it was like 11 o'clock at night. The sub replay I sent to Jamonkey like 3 or 4 years ago actually came up on my recommended. So I guess it's the way of YouTube basically telling me to cover this tank at some point. And well, it was going to be next in the series anyway, but it's like YouTube was reminding me. Quite a funny thing there. So what is the difference between a regular BT-7 and of course the one that we have here? Well, as you can tell, the gun and turret is very different. So the BT-7A was sort of like an artillery designation because when this vehicle was manufactured, it was not exactly the best in terms of tank-on-tank combat, because obviously the Panzer IIIs had gotten up armoured, the Panzer IVs were a bit better armoured at that point, and their guns just completely beat the Russian guns out of opposition. And obviously with just 20mm of frontal armour, these poor tanks were getting destroyed. So they turned them into the BT-7A designation, which we still don't have the standard one, which would essentially be the... where is it? I always forget what this stupid thing is. There it is. The T-26-4, the early one is essentially this turret on a BT-7 chassis. But obviously we've not got that yet, so we've got the later one where they put a F-32 cannon in it. If you've played the KV-1E or the KV-1B, this is a very familiar cannon to you. If you played the earlier T-34s, this is also pretty familiar. It's a little bit higher velocity than the L-10 cannon, but still, it's something to consider at least. Well, L11 cannon, sorry. So there is something to consider with that. Of course, armor hasn't really changed. The turret is still rather weak. The hull is, of course, the same as a regular BT-7. But unlike the M, we don't have the 500 horsepower engine. We have the 400 horsepower engine. Which is fine because we're still 13.7 tons. So this thing's going to go like a stab rat. We still have the reverse rate of a standard BT-7, so that's always nice. We also do have, of course, the coaxial machine gun and a roof-mounted machine gun, which is operated by the loader here. It's not operated by the gunner, which is a shame, but to be honest, the loader basically functions as this tank's commander, same with the gunner. So, yeah, it is a bit of an oddity, but this tank is quite rare these days. You really don't see this poor little guy. And to be honest, when this thing first came out, I think it was like 3.0 or something like that. And because everyone and their mothers were seal clubbing in it, yeah, this thing very quickly went up in BR. So, let's get into it. I've assembled a basic lineup, and well, I've got a daily to try and finish off in 2.5 hours. And well, I'm bringing along this because I haven't actually spaded this thing yet, and any spading I can get done is always taken. So, let's get in, and let's get cracking. And plus, the BTR will bump us up to rank 3, which is nice. I must admit, like, seeing that BTR added was quite nice, because obviously it does work with this BT-7. But the downside is that the BTR-152D, I just can't aim it. Like, I'll be brutally honest. It's not often I say I struggle with a vehicle, but, like, I just can't aim it very well, and that is definitely a skill issue, let's put it that way, but still, in fact, before I do, I'm going to put it in the bicolor. I'm not going to use the I'm not going to use the skin that you got if you grinded this vehicle out to 6 stars, because you stick out like a sore thumb. But like I said, it's like a regular BT-7 just with a big ass gun, and it's very useful. Having that extra punch is really nice. You don't gain a huge amount of penetration, but you have 88mm at 10 meters with 100 grams of explosive. So it's definitely something that you can put to good use. And as you can tell, I'm even outrunning a damn M22 Locust. This thing's very fast. Fair enough, I got a better head start than him, but that's besides the point. It's the fact that I can maintain that speed. Because 400 horsepower tends to do that. Alright. So look how quick we are to the cap. This is what I love about this thing. Like, you can just take it anywhere and you can just stuff it into a match. That's my teammate. So contrary to popular belief, I'm not going to rush onto the cap because that pretty much tells the enemy where they are. Well, where we are. And given they have a DCA-40 somewhere on the map, you can bet I don't want to deal with that. I know they like to come from this side, so we need to be very careful. Just watching over here as well. They like to come through here as well. I think if the Locust has moved up with little issue, I think we should be able to move up with little issue. I thought that was a tank at first. It's a freaking bulldozer. Bloody hell, where was that from? He's been attacked from the front. Well, I saw the ping, it's just he doesn't have scouting like I do. There's something over there. Yeah, I can hear German vehicles approaching. Left side I can hear them, it's just I'm worried about the right. Scout him. Yeah, he's right there, I see him. Alright. I don't want to stick my nose out. I think he knows roughly that someone's here, so I'm going to move into a better position. Problem is I can't see him over the shipping container. Look at this guy, his buddy. Obviously, we can't really go through the front of him, that's why I'm being careful. And obviously, I'm worried about my front. And there goes one. Is that friendly? That is not friendly. Oh, fucking hell! Thankfully, he hit the engine block, which is the worst place to shoot. There goes him. But I hear someone approaching close. Right there. Let's scout. Is my arse sticking out? Slightly. We should be okay. This tank doesn't have a fat arse, so we should be alright. Now, he's playing it smart here because we actually have quite a long reload. If he gets cocky and pushes, because he might think I'm a regular BT-7, when this thing is most certainly not. He's got a stog or something over there, so I need to be very careful. Come on. I can sit here all day. Until one of your buddies shoots me, but that's besides the point. He sounds like he's on the move, so I need to get on the move as well. I know roughly where he is, and it looks like he just got took out. That's good. Alright. There's something we can't really pen, but we can get him from the side. No shit! No, 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 no! Well, I saw my life flash before my eyes then. Wildcat providing air support. Literally saw my life flash before my eyes then. Like, wow. I think that's the gun barrel disabled? I don't fucking know. I'm not going to shoot the poor man's van. There we go. So you got to be considerate of the public. The non-existent public in War Thunder. Whew, that was quite intense, I must admit. Alright. That friendly? No, I didn't think so. Unfortunately, the machine gun doesn't really go that high on the roof. It's quite a shame because I'd love to use it right now, but unfortunately I can't. So let's use the low ground and see if we can get in a bit closer. Obviously, the closer we are to a German tank... Ow. Got his gun barrel. I think we can pen the front at this distance. No, not with a track. Right, I need to be very precise with my shooting here. Let's go there. No, that did not work. Maybe there. Okay, there we go. I did not hear him at all because Russian diesel, they're quite loud. Oh, fucking hell. Nope, nope, nope. We're good. You don't need to worry about us. God, they scared the shit out of me then. Alright, let's move up stealthily. I say that, I'm doing the complete opposite of stealth. There we go. Didn't even hit the crew compartment, and, well, this gun just hits like a truck. Is that friendly? I think it's the KV-1 that I'm hearing, yes. Alright. Honestly, the enemy team's trying to scare the bejesus out of me today. Normally they don't do that. Normally they just bum rush and hope for the best against me. Alright, I'm going to take a bit of a risk because, well, we are in complete open ground here. But I need to get this gun on the flank and try and help the team out a bit more. I mean, there's a guy on our team with freaking 10 kills, so... Actually, we've been quite lucky, to be honest. Like, we've survived a few shots we shouldn't have. Like, the Dicker we can survive if they hit the engine block, but that can be down to overpressure. So, you've got to be careful. Don't do what I'm doing, basically. That's probably going to be the title of this video. Don't try this at home. Okay. Because if I get any closer than this, they're going to know where I am because of spawn protection. But at the same time, if I don't go any closer, I'm not going to be able to do anything. Oh look, here comes some armor support. That's good. Alright. I just saw that from over there, but I can't see anything. Alright, I'm going to follow the KV. Because I can't sit here for 5 minutes. Don't crash into the Chaffee, because he has a better weapon system than I do, because he has a stabilizer. He has more than 3 men in the tank. Yeah, this is where I'm partially getting myself potentially shot. But I have the speed, so we're just going to speed to Gonzales. And the issue is whirlwinds are up. Yeah, that's friendly. Yeah, the enemy team's just died on its arse. But there was an AA, and that concerns me. Where the hell are they? Like I said, I think the enemy team's just died on its arse. Yeah, there's no one. They've just all disappeared. Interesting. Well, that was certainly an interesting match. Very unusual match, that's for sure. But hey, Scouty Powers came through on that. That was a really weird match, I must say. Like, normally my matches in this thing don't go like that. They normally tend to be, like, quite a bit of action, get knocked out in the BT, and yeah, they tend to be quite exciting, but that one was really weird. Like, it had its moments, but like, that was a weird one. Let me know what you guys think of that match. That felt strange for me as someone who's owned this vehicle for 4 years now. Very odd, but hey ho, not all matches are going to be get thousands of kills, yeet someone with a HE round from this thing because they don't expect a BT to have that punch, etc. It's just one of those things, really. But I hope you enjoyed the BT-7A F-32. Next up in the series will be the Su-85A, which of course I did not get from the Festive Quest event. I got from a box, but, well, I'm still throwing it in this series anyway because, well, it is an event vehicle, and technically it still counts, so yeah. But anyway, hope to see you all. Well, hopefully you all enjoyed that one, even though that was a bit of a strange match, for me at least, as someone who's owned this thing for a long time. And I'll leave you all to it for today, and I'll see you all on the next one.